welcome to Trading Couch, where we once again meet to learn and earn. Firstly, I would like to apologize for not posting any videos in the last week. I had been on vacation and hence was unable to make the post-market and the pre-market analysis videos. Okay, without wasting much time, let's jump into the post-market analysis for today's trading session. That is the 3rd of March. The 1st of March 2023. The first thing that we have to do before the market session starts is to mark the important points. So here we have such several important points, such as the virgin CPR, which was not tested in the previous session. We'll mark it in blue. And we have the zone of reversal, which happens to be the same in the last two previous sessions. Previous two sessions, so we'll keep it as red color zones, where we also mark it as so this will be our virgin CPR, this will be the zone of reversal, and as usual the previous day high and previous day low, and the CPR for the present day session might somewhere appear here. Now that we have marked the important zones, let's go into any swing high or low which might be confluencing with the zones that we have marked. And one such confluence we can see here with this swing low being coinciding with the zone of reversal. So this zone might act as a strong reversal, and once it breaks, it will act as a strong support. So let's quickly jump into the trade. You can see that the first candle which has formed a huge bullish candle, which is a good bullish momentum, and there is also a gap up where the CPR, present day CPR, lies. So the day looks like bullish, but we have to wait for a proper pullback. Usually when there are such gaps, we wait for the filling of such gaps. That is, we wait for the price to come down here, take a support, form a bullish candle, then we hope for the price to move forward. So this way we will have to wait for a proper price confirmation, and only then a trade can be taken. You can see that the price here did not reach the levels that we wanted the price to reach so that we could take a long entry, and the price seems to have been going in a strong bullish momentum upwards, but still we are heading towards the zone of reversal as well as the virgin CPR, and if we calculate our entry here, our probable stop loss should be supposed to be below CPR, and our 1:2 ratio would be quite huge, which might not be the case today, as there are two important zones where the price can spend time. So let's move ahead with the trade. We see that the price here has given a good consolidation, appears to be bullish, but since the zone of reversal is still intact and we are still banking on a reversal from this side or this level, so we still cannot take any trade. So let's wait for a proper price confirmation, and if you see the price action, you can see that the 21 EMA is acting as a dynamic resistance, dynamic support, sorry. So if we can probably draw a trend line here this way, we can see that the index is moving upwards, but at the same time the RSI is not showing any momentum. So this is always a cause of worry, especially when there is a zone of resistance or a reversal or important resistance such as virgin CPR. So we have to be very careful in taking the trade. We have witnessed here a small rejection near the previous day high. We can see a strong rejection candle, but still there is a dynamic support in the form of 21 EMA. So trading here would be a risky proposition. So hence we have to wait for a proper confirmation and then only enter into the trade. Now that we have got one particular bearish candle breaking the dynamic EMA, we still have a support of R1. So once this R1 is broken and the bearish candle has closed below R1 comfortably, then I think we can look for a reversal trade towards the CPR as the target. So let's wait and watch. Now that we have got a closing, this can act as a probable entry. So here I think we can take one short position with a stop loss above the previous day high and the target being the CPR, which perfectly fits for us with the 1:2 ratio. Unfortunately, our stop loss has been hit. You can see that there was a sort of strong, a support in this area where previous day there was a consolidation, strong consolidation. So this area is acting quite as a strong support. So we have to see whether the bullish momentum will continue or not. And since there is a huge bearish candle, again once more a rejection has happened near the previous day high. We still have to wait for a proper confirmation to enter into the bearish territory. One should always remember that when there is a gap and CPR in the same area, then this zone or this price becomes an important price for a trader to test. So without testing this or without trading in these zones, the index will never go up. And if at all in the present session, if it ignores this price zone and goes up, there is always a tendency for the price to be attracted towards this region, and we can call this trade as a magnetic trade, magnetic CPR, where the virgin CPR or the CPR acts as a magnet and pulls the price towards itself. So let's see whether we still have a chance of such a trade or the market ends on the higher side. So we can see that at the end of the day, we happen to take a small stop loss, and the entire day market was very sluggish and had a slow momentum, and at the same time RSI here, RSI has no momentum at all. So this shows clear divergence of price with the volume or the momentum. So we can expect a trade which will go down tomorrow to fill up this gap and test this price zone, and then only if possible there will be any bullish move. So based on this price action, let's quickly look into the pre-market analysis for the Thursday's trade, which is an expiry day trade, that is the 2nd of March 2023. So let's mark the important zones. Firstly, the zone of reversal of the previous 3 days has now lost its relevance since the price has broken and it has closed above this. So we have to look for a new zone of reversal, and one such zone of reversal that we can find might collide with this. So that is, this practically can happen as a strong support, because you can see the price action here, and this is the point where the double bottom pattern has formed, and here the price gave a fake breakout, and from there it continued to be the bullish momentum. So we can call this area as a strong support region. Then the next thing is, there is once again a confluence of 3-4 zones. So this all the more makes it an important zone. One is the gap area as well as the virgin CPR. We put it in blue, and we have one more virgin CPR which is yet to be tested. So if we are to see the probable scenarios of trade that can occur tomorrow, would possibly be like either the market can open gap up, test this virgin CPR, and might probably come down, to test this zone, and either might break down or again go back. Okay, so this will happen to be the trading zone for tomorrow, and anything beyond that is a mystery for a trader. So they have to wait for a proper trade, price action. If at all there is a gap down tomorrow, then the price might come here, fill up the gap, and then continue to move downwards and test this area after filling the gap. Okay, so I think the probable trade that a person has to look for tomorrow should be bearish, and if at all the gap opens above the CPR, virgin CPR that has been marked here, so I think then it would act as a runaway gap, and the price might move further high. So one has to be very careful before taking a trade. Mark these zones on your chart, and the CPR for tomorrow would lie somewhere here, would be somewhere here. So this can act as a support or a resistance. So probably the day tomorrow would be a scenario of this, or it would be somewhat like this. So let's see the market, but make sure that you trade with the proper price action signals near these important zones. In between, don't try to take any trades. Take the trade only when there is a proper bearish confirmation near virgin CPR, or whether proper long bullish confirmation near the zone of reversal or the virgin CPR here. So that's it, guys. Thank you. Keep watching my video, subscribe to my channel, like this video, and share as much as possible. We are taking efforts here to spread the knowledge that we have gained, and make people more aware of stock market in India. Thank you.